In this competitive sector of edtech, how can startups really amplify their discoverability and truly distinguish themselves from the myriad competitors?
I would say that it's first, again, back to some of the principles of product market fit, right? Do you understand who the customer profile is that you're going after? Who's your target market? And what problem are you trying to solve for that market? Because marketing is the amplification of those early decisions that you make around product market fit, around the problem, the persona, the proposition, and the product, of course. So I'd say that's really your first step, right? Really making sure that you have that clarity. And it does take testing. It's an iterative process. But as you get those initial signs of clarity, then that's actually how you start to inform your go-to-market strategy, at least from a marketing perspective. I'd say that the really important element for a startup is to think through the building blocks of brand strategy. So what are the values? What's your purpose? What's your mission? What's your vision for your product? What is that value proposition? What's the identity and the tone that you want to strike? All of these things allow you to create a unique positioning in the market as long as you have thoughts very clearly about who the customer is and what problems you're trying to solve for them. And I'd say that it's important to be authentic as well as understanding how you differentiate yourself from the competition.
I'd be interested to know a little bit more about how you see the differences between the sales focused and marketing focused go to market strategies.
I'd say that a marketing focused go to market strategy, it is about creating this share, right? The space in the mind of the customer that your product is the preferred product or the preferred service. So when they think about this problem that they need to solve, they think about your product, your offering first and foremost above the competition. And you're trying to do that at scale. So you're trying to think about what are these messages that showcase who we are as a company, that we clearly understand the problems that our target market is facing, and that we have the solution, that we are the preferred solution. And if that's done well, hopefully you then have this pool of potential customers that you can start to nurture and engage with. A sales focused go to market strategy is focused really on getting those individuals to go through that sales journey. And it's really focused, I'd say, again, on that one-to-one interaction where the salesperson is trying to showcase the very detailed elements of how this particular product is going to solve this customer or this prospect's needs. There's space for both, and they have to work in tandem with each other, right? So again, marketing being a more one to many and a set of activities that are driven at scale, they're often going to be at the forefront of talking about the company, talking about the brand, talking about the position in the marketplace, and creating this space for then sales to go in and have those very pointed conversations. So there definitely needs to be both in any organization, I'd say.
Given that difference in the sort of one to one versus one to many format, do you find that one is better suited for B2C versus B2B?
I'd say that in the B2C space, marketing and sales really feel more merged into one. The lines are very blurred. In a B2B organization, there is a marketing group and there's a marketing engine and there's a sales engine. Whereas in B2C, I'd say that they're almost one and the same, right? In many instances, you spend a lot more time trying to get that individual consumer to make their decision to buy. Once they buy, that's your revenue. Whereas in B2B space, you have marketing really trying to position the company and trying to get individuals to think that this is my preferred partner. And then once they say, yes, I actually do want to do business with you, there's still sometimes a long tail of negotiation and iteration on the sales side to get that customer or that prospect to really say yes and to sign. And that's where the revenue comes in, right? So this element of building that momentum towards revenue can take a lot longer in a B2B space than in a B2C space.